Hey guys, Brennan from the Daily Azeroth. I'm along here with Eric, and today's topic we're going to be talking about is the balance between PvP and PvE between classes. PvE, there's not much I can say. I can say that I can complain too much about my classes over the time span I've played this game compared to other classes. Get Blizzard's done a great job. A couple of things I do want to note, or that I do wish in questing, that some classes had some snares, slowdowns, or fears. I think they really come in handy. Let's look at the Fury Warrior. In leveling, I had Fury Warrior 80 to 85. That for me was absolutely terrible. I died more times on that character in those 5 levels than I think I've died total in playing the game on every other character I've played on. I've died so many times in that leveling thing because, and for one thing, I never got like any potion drops in Cataclysm, so that really sucked. But the second part was that as a Fury Warrior, I basically had nothing when I got on health. There was a few things, but they were all on cooldown usually. I used them one battle every time, and then I'd go kill a bunch of other mobs, have something happen like usual, and I just end up dead. Fury War, you got a Fury Warrior, but then let's say you got a Rogue. You can kind of compare those. Yeah, Fury Warrior has more armor, it has more health, but a Rogue has recuperated, has what do you call it? Vanish, and it has so many little tricks up its sleeve that can do so. I don't know what you want to say. A lot of utility, and then you have other classes like the Paladin who can heal themselves, the Druid who can heal themselves, or has a ton of snares and slows. And I think the game needs just to worry about a little bit more crowd control between classes.
I like calling those my oh shit situations.
Right?
Because that's exactly what it is. One thing I'll mention about PvP balance is I think, and I'm not trying to be the guy that's sitting here complaining, I think that Blizzard's going in the wrong direction. I think that they're off base with how they're approaching it, because what I loved about Lich King is that when I did a 10-man ICC, my group comp totally mattered. Like nowadays, you can just be like, all right, we need 8 DPS, just throwing out a number. I know it's not 8, it's like either 5 or 6, whichever you like. And today, they could all be hunters. I mean, back in the day, you had Blessing of Might, Wisdom Canes, you had Gift of the Wild, you had all the buffs that were separated among the classes, and in Cataclysm, they just bunched them all together, and I just hate that.
Yeah.
It's convenient, yeah, but I miss having that, I don't know, I guess that extra strategy. It just helped me enjoy more and be like, we'd be a lot more effective if we had a Holy Paladin with, improved Blessing of Wisdom in his talents, or, it just added a lot more depth, I think, to how raiding in the Lich King days was. So, as far as balance goes, obviously everybody liked mages and everybody liked hunters, but I really think that it was pretty balanced based on gear and how you played your character. In ICC, it was more about avoiding the oh shit situations and doing the fight mechanic well, and then you'd be successful, as opposed to just saying, well, you have a higher item level, you're going to do a lot more than me. And that was somewhat the case, but it was more about strategy, which I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, I do miss the strategy where you had to worry about sheeping or sapping, and but nowadays you get the tank, get all the aggro, and you AoE them down,
Yeah.
and you only worry about DPS and the boss. And I really miss that strategy. I know Cataclysm, they tried to bring it back, but that was basically nerfed a couple months after. But another thing about PvE is you notice in doing dungeons how many of the same class you always see.
Yeah.
You see a ton of hunters, a ton of mages, but what do you never really see too often? You don't see a bunch of warlocks, you don't see a bunch of elemental or enhancement shamans, you're not seeing a ton of rogues anymore. And there's other classes that you don't really see, the balanced druid as well. And I wish I would see those more, but it is true that those other classes are being played have something about them. They may be easier, may be more fun, or they may just be a little bit better overall in DPS, which Mage and Hunter would show. So I think they do need to work on that, having each class have around the same damage. Hopefully with the new expansion, with the new talent system, that could be a possibility. But for now, I do wish I could see more of the classes in that scenario when you do in a dungeon. You're not just expecting a hunter to join the group or a mage to join the group.
I had an instance on my Death Knight where I joined a Hellfire Peninsula group as a DPS, and it was 4 Death Knights and a Holy Paladin. And the Holy Paladin did just as much damage as the Death Knights because the Death Knights were so overpowered in Hellfire Ramparts that we didn't really need to be healed. The healer just totally said, okay, you guys share the aggro, I'm just gonna help you guys kill everything.
Yeah. That's PvE balance. Now, PvP balance, what's your opinion?
My opinion is that Ambush needs to not crit so many times. And that's kind of a bandwagon way to put it, but I'm sick of, the combat happening in the middle, or, guys going to get the flag, and I'm just trying to get the flag to counteract, and I just get randomly freaking ambushed by a rogue, or you'll be running and you'll get charged by a warrior or hammer of justice by a paladin. And I understand that that's part of the PvP, and I really shouldn't be saying this stuff, but I just think that some of the stun times are way too long. Hammer of Justice lasts like 8 seconds, it seems now. So I just think that maybe they could relook that. I don't know. What do you think?
My opinion on PvP balance is, yes, I do agree with rogues. I don't think they belong in the game, really. I think rogues, the stealth mechanic, it's fine. I'll take it. Although I don't like it, I don't think it's truly fair to the players. I wish they wouldn't be a stealth class that has openers. You can't see the guy, and all of a sudden, A, he's behind you, B, he either hits you so hard that 3/4 of your health is left, and already has crippled poison, most likely, applied to you, and 4, you have the possibility of just being stunned until you die. I don't think that it takes too much skill, and I don't really think it's really fun to verse. We're doing PvP occasionally now in our characters, and there's always that one rogue who just keeps going after you, and they're either one-shots you or
one-shots me.
Stun you, and if you happen to not be dead by the time the stuns are off, you have crippled poison on, and you cannot do a thing to get out of the way unless maybe you have disengage and frost trap. Me as a shaman, as resto or elemental, I can't do a thing. I can throw a heal on myself, but I can just get either kicked or I'm going to get eviscerated by that time. Heal gets off, and that's that. So PvP balance, there's a lot of classes that just shine at it. Another one is a hunter, obviously, that you play. Nothing against the hunter, of course, but versing one's really not fun. They have the fastest attack speed. I mean, it's crazy how hard they hit for how fast they hit. Concussive shot gets really annoying. I think it needs a little bit longer of a cooldown. Some certain pets get really annoying. The spider in general, that web thing when you're carrying the flag. Oh, there's a spider on me, concussive shot, and boom, 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 dead. But there's a lot of moves that just shine in PvP. I don't have anything on my shaman that I can really say is really annoying. Maybe the grounding totem, maybe the earthbind totem, frost shock, something. But PvP balance, it definitely needs a lot of work because there's always people complaining about it, and it really just gets down to the fact where there's certain classes that you know off the top of your head that are just the most annoying in PvP, and they never fail to let you down.
No. They're always lingering, and they always kill you.
Yeah, you notice them right away, and then it turns into there's good classes for PvP, and there's bad. There is mastering class, of course, and a lot of things do change at 85, but especially at 1 to 80, it's PvP with a smile on your face and say, oh, this is fun, unless you one of those classes that just shines. Me as a rep, and I love to heal. I love healing my allies, but I can't. There's like 3 rogues that just all of a sudden just love killing me. I have absolutely no chance to do anything against them. That's so discouraging.
Yeah. So I think that's a pretty good summary of how we feel about balance in the game. What do you guys think? That's what we really want to know. We want to know how you guys think of the game's balance, if you guys like how PvE's balance with raiding and dungeoning, or if you guys want to do a conundrum with PvP balance, if you guys get trolloled and ganked by rogues every day, let us know what you guys think, what really happens to you, what matters to you, because what matters to you matters to us. So, you got anything to say real quick?
Just lastly, that obviously we've said all this before, but if you are still following us, we thank you so much for subscribing and or just liking some of our videos. We've been getting pretty good lately, which definitely helps us a lot. We didn't expect it. We just cannot be more happy with what the feedback we have gotten. That's good. So thank you so much for that. Continue to look for videos. We're getting dedicated more and more each and every day to make more videos, and we have tons of topics in line, and mostly just get ready for a really nice video coming out soon. We're going to take a lot of time on it, and as we advance, as our fans, our videos are going to be better quality. We're going to get new stuff. We're going to update some of our hardware and everything like that, but that just depends if we get enough subscribers, likes, and we continue to motivation to continue making videos. But again, just thank you so much.
Most definitely. I know that the green screen's going to be here sometime this week, which will be huge, and I'm getting a Adobe Master Collection through school. I'm ordering that tomorrow, so that'll be here, and then I can be all effectsy on my videos for here and stuff. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, click the like button, click the subscribe button. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Until tomorrow.